Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the March 22nd edition of Morning Mindset. Hopefully you learned some new swear words, because I sure did about 5 minutes ago, and it was amazing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Another great Friday here, as we always do. We always have it. This is your first time here, long time here. Here's what I need to know from you: who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, and what the weather is like in your area. It's trash today, like straight up trash panda trash. We're getting snow. It said heavy, wet snow. Awesome. Perfect for the last day of school before spring break, having a snowstorm. So, gotta love that. As far as what's in the cup, we got coffee. It'll keep me somewhat satisfied. So, who are you? Where are you from? What's in your cup? Next up, Daily 5. What's your Daily 5? What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So for us, we've got sticker jobs that need to get printed out. We've got white toner stuff that needs to get printed out. We've got UVDTF and regular DTF that needs to get out. We've got mock-ups that need to get done and updated on the website. And we've got a couple quotes that we need to do. So those are our 5 things that we must get done today. So let's check in and see how people are doing. Remember, sharing's caring. Go ahead, hit that notification, like, subscribe, do all that. And, if you find this information useful and fun and entertaining, and you think somebody can learn something from it, make sure to share it. Share it. Sharing's caring, folks. So let's get into it and see how people are doing this morning. Missy, good morning to you. Tim, morning. Toledo, Ohio, busy day. Glad I'm inside. 33 out. Yeah, it is trash. Trash. With a Mountain Dew to drink, eat a Monster, though, but I'm out. Tim, you've been running out for a while. 3rd cup of coffee here. Now, does this count as 1 cup of coffee, or does this count as 3 cup of coffees? Answer me that. When you have a vessel, how do you go coffee? Because what's typical coffee size? Like 8 ounces, right? Isn't that typical coffee? So if this is a 30-ounce tumbler, is that 5 cups? I don't know. You guys tell me. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you from cloudy, rainy Florida. Dr. Pepper this morning. Finish up 4-inch coaster order. Awesome. Florida here as well, really cruddy out, but it's not, hey, there's going to be 6 inches of minimum of wet snow dropping on you cruddy, right? Sarah, good morning to you from gross southeast Wisconsin, where it's a winter nightmare that just won't end. Right. And Jenny checking in. Thank God it's Friday morning from northern Indiana. It's 33 freaking cold degrees, water in the cup. Yeah, and snow's coming your way. Jenny, I'm sorry to say, snow is coming your way. I'm so sorry. Winter can start to get depressing, especially this late in the year. Like, I know we've had snow on opening day of baseball, on April 1st and that. But it's usually flurries, and it's nothing like this, as we get closer. The last time I remember measurable snow in March, it's probably been 3 or 4 years, but it was actually on St. Patrick's Day. We probably got 2 inches of snow. But here, it all just depends on which way it shifts. If it stays north, hey, Sarah, I love you and all, but you can keep it up there. Anybody of my northern friends, hey, you have it. If it drops south, then we're getting hammered. And so that's what we'll do. We're gonna play that lottery today. Good morning, Jerry. How are you doing today? Jerry's breaking out the sun in mid-Ohio, 30-ish degrees, tea in the cup. Barb, good morning. North Central Minnesota, 16. Barb is gonna get hammered. I saw like feet of snow, right? Isn't that what I saw? 16, drinking hot tea, water in the cup. Barb's 5 things: review work schedule, quotes, Wilcom digitizing software training from 1 to 3, graphic embroidery files for cabin decor, and DTF graphic layouts. Love it. Barb's checking in with Chuck, Tim, Jenny, and Sarah. Kristen's in here. It feels like 24, and it's flurrying out there in Monroe, Michigan. Down my forehead, so I'm making the best of the 2 single heads. Ooh, yikesers! What happened that both of them go down? What if you care to explain a little bit more? Good morning, Barb, from Sarah, and hi, Kristen, from Barb. And Chandler's checking in. Where it's coffee in the cup, 24 degrees, high wind, making it feel super cold. Right? I'm just over it. I am just over it. So we consider this 2.5 cups. That's what Missy said. This is 2.5 cups. All right. Well, I guess I can go with that. Yeah, Barb's have a possible 10 to 25 inches of snow coming in Sunday to Tuesday. We need the moisture. Barb is always on the positive side of things. Like that. We need the moisture for it. That's fine. We'll let that go. Snow just missed it right above us. Missed us by maybe 50 miles or less. Well, there's more coming, Tim. There's more coming. This last winter, I remember being very harsh when I lived there in Moline. There was an ice storm that shut down the whole town. Yeah, we had, what was that? When was the ice storm? Was that 2 years ago? I'm trying to remember when the ice storm was. 2 or 3 years ago. We had, last year was high winds. Yeah, last year was high winds, right about this time, wasn't it? That's when it came through and knocked out power and we didn't have anything. Yep, yeah, we had that was last year. And then that was the straight line winds where it was like the tornado on John Deere Road, and we're right here, right off that, and it tore some stuff up. Uh, March is supposed to be our big snow month. Is it really? Winter so far has been a dud. Why do I not feel that way here? Like we had the snowiest winters of all time here, and it's still adding to it. Chuck's got soggy and rainy day there, same as snow in Florida. Yeah, but it's warm. It's warm. T-Town is going to his 5 embroider, work on things for a baby shower for Sunday. 5, did I say embroider? I have a ton of that today. No tint. So no tint. So you gonna go live at all? You gonna go live on TikTok at all? I had it on in the background, and I can't do that. I can't do that, Tim. I can't watch you anymore live because now apparently I'm a tinter because half my feed is now tinters, and now I'm like I'm like, oh look, that's not Tim. Oh look, nope, that's not Tim either. Sarah, that Texas weather is looking better and better every day. They're 56 and partly sunny at the present. Well, when you head down there, a couple months to go check that out. Snow, love that. No cup watching from 35 degrees, Baltimore, Maryland. Things to do: wait for electric to come back on. Well, that doesn't sound fun. Work on my hard copy. I luckily printed out a digital book, prepping for a pop-up tomorrow. Very nice. We had a pop-up last night that I almost forgot about. Not like forgot about, but for whatever reason, I was thinking it was next month. And then I was so easily reminded that, nope, it was this month. And so we were prepped for it, but it was a different location from where we were previously, so we didn't have the space to do a typical setup for it. So we had to do some finagling, and we still made it work. It ended up being 29 shirts were pressed in just about an hour, so not super great, but not a complete dud either. So it made it worth the 2-hour investment time that we had in it, and it's for the school which we support. So it was a good time there. Those can be some interesting things because we only took a select amount there, and then we had the QR codes to scan for the websites. We're going into spring break, so we didn't give anything to the school to give out there. They'll do it the week they get back, so we'll get flyers out to them so they can go to the website to order if they missed out anything. But we only did, one shirt and select options to press on site. Everything else they can order. Some orders were placed last night while they were standing there, and we'll see how it plays out, in the coming weeks. But not too bad. We'll take it. Not too bad. And Barb, you live in Minnesota, so I'm going to say you must love winter. I know most people don't. I'm prepped for the storm. And you when people love it, they love it. I am just, the older I get, the more I don't like it. The more I just don't like it. I don't mind snow on Christmas. That's about the only time I'm good with it. I don't mind, like the one year we had snow a lot, and it was a bunch of snow spread throughout. So it was like, 1 to 3 inches here and there. So nothing to like really get too concerned about. What I do not fond of is when it gets dumped on. It's like 12 to 24 inches at once. Like with this, what's coming, they said, was my last update. My last update said that heavy snow will lead to some isolated 6+ inches total. Well, and that's all that wet, heavy snow. I'm not ready for that. Instant coffee, trying something new. Ooh, Rye's trying instant coffee. Tenders are the best. I don't know about that. You guys are a weird breed. I'll say that for sure. Shore Life checking in. Good morning, Betty. Getting ready for a wonderful weekend of storm coming through. Heavy rain, 50-mile-an-hour winds. Lovely. Oh, well, living on the East Coast, right? I mean, we just deal with it. I knew we had a chance of snow. I just not was expecting like this to come here. Jen has got to head out. Great. Knock yourself out. Go crush today. Bank run supplies, finish 3 sweatshirts, do 5 more yard signs, and send invoice reminders. There you go. Darren just got off my doctor appointment call, so a little late. No worries, Darren. We're here for you. Jerry, Ohio weather is schizo. I expect nothing. Therefore, I'm never disappointed. I just want some sun, please. I am right there with you, Jerry. I just want some like 60s, some 60s and sun. There's some projects that I want to get started outside, and the cold doesn't bother me as much as the wind. Like, 20 to 40 degrees and no wind is fine. 20 to 40 degrees and wind is horrible. So I just need some wind to stop. I need some sun. I want to get some stuff working on it. Oh, this is great. She's going to give me words. A reciprocator was going out on one of the foreheads, one of the heads of the forehead. My guy was doing some checking on the gears, and the main gear has 4 teeth out. They don't make parts for a machine anymore. Is the gear? Okay, is it a metal gear or is it a plastic gear? Which one is it? Because I'm seeing quite a few people that are making gears for things that no longer in existence with 3D printers. I'm also seeing the other way where they are making the model of the gear, 3D printing it, and then they're casting it so that way they can then, cast the part. So there might be some options there. Still burning rubber over there. People are still ordering Easter placements. Love it. Talk about waiting till the last minute. Cha-ching. I'm all for it. Hey, an order's an order, right? And that's, I guess it's something we should talk about, especially in like this. We got Easter. Easter's next weekend. For people that are doing locally, do you have a cutoff for when holidays are coming up? Like right now, if you have a typical turnaround time of 7 to 10 business days, well then, hey, it's not going to make it there in Easter, right? Because it's already passed. That 7 to 10 puts it after it. So are there rush fees that are included when you're doing these orders? Or are you just going right up to it? And how is everybody handling that? You have set cutoff days. Do you work more? It's an interesting talk about. Which that's one of the things today in our mastermind call, membership. We got to figure out what to actually call it. In our call tonight or today in our mentorship community, I'm going to try to make Fridays all about marketing. So there's a couple things that I want to bring up and talk about in there just to see if anybody else is doing it. But there's a lot that we can do, and if we all put our minds together, man, we can accomplish great things. So I'm really looking forward to that call. That'll be at 9:30 here in 45 minutes over in our mentorship community. If you're interested in being a part of that, you just go right over here, fatdadcd.com. Go sign up, $20 a month. You'll be able to get into that mentorship call today, and we're going to talk marketing today. I'm pretty excited about how that's going to get there. And we've got next week, 60s and 50s coming. I will be down for that, right? Yeah, Sarah, I'm right there with you. I need that more for it as well. Is it bad when you get the one-off shirts and you just say, I really don't do one-offs anymore? No, it's not bad. One of the things that we've talked about is, and I think we talked about that in the mentorship community is, when it comes down to what are you doing, to do one-off shirts, if you're priced right, you can make a killing at it. If you have the proper things, you can make a rock solid thing at it. I know people now that's what they got their DTG for, was they had, a good amount of one-off orders that were coming in. So they were able to say, yep, here it is. Here's your selection of shirts that you get to choose for these. And then from there, we're able to get it done for you. So there, that's a very easy business model to have, but on the other part, is it vinyl that you're doing? Is it, transfers that you need to order? Is it things that you can produce? How much goes into it? If you're spending an hour and a half making a shirt for $25, there's no money in it, right? Are you charging a design fee on it? There's so many of those little factors that go into it. Now we have people that will do one-off stuff, but it's based on things we've already done for them. We've had a store open for them. We've had, they were a team thing. It was an add-on. So we've got the artwork. We got DTF. It's easy enough to do for it. Some of the other ones were like, hey, there's a design fee that comes along with this. You've got to go ahead and, here's the cost of it. You'd be $50 for a shirt. Is it worth it? But maybe you should order more. So it's a good conversation to have. And I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer, because you have to do what's best for you and your business on that. Missy, you do the same. Have a very safe weekend out there. Linda, good morning to you. 5 things: processing orders, putting photos online to purchase, prepping for large little photo shoot tomorrow. What's that? For us, what else is going on? So we had the pop-up last night, which I said did pretty good. We did all transfers with it. We had, I think, like 10 designs for them to choose from. And then we had both presses, one set up for screen printer transfers, one set up for DTF printers. And it worked out. We've got the system down pretty good. So you're able to do that. Most of the time you're talking with the customer while the other one is setting things up, pressing, you're going that way with it. And then it was, leading them to the website. Hey, yep, these other things are available on there. Because we can't bring everything. I think that's the one of the hard things is when you set up for events like this is what do you bring, right? Do you bring everything? Are you ordering all the stuff? How long is the event for? If you've got a weekend event where you're there a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you've got a weekend event that you're there Saturday and Sunday or two of the days. Are you there a full day? Are you there half? Like there overall, we were only there for a little over an hour last night. So you're not going to take everything. You know that it's a family fun night. You know that what the school size is. You've already did stuff at the beginning of the school year for them. How is this one going to play into effect? So your sales aren't going to be there with it. Do you need to bring everything? No, but you can show off new stuff, send them to the site, go ahead and order from here. And with that, we're like, hey, yeah, we can just drop it off at the school and they'll get it to your kids. So that way you can have it. And it's a good thing. But it can be, cumbersome. You just have to do it, man. Like it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Like I said, I thought I would be surprised if we did 10 shirts last night. We did more than that, so I took that as a win for it. Little League, that makes more sense. Little League, that makes way more sense. I was confused on what that was for a second, but we do what we can do, right? That's what we do. We do what we can do. What else do I have this morning? As I was going through stuff, everything seems to be going swimmingly. UVDTF is going out well. DTF is going out well. So we've gotten a few feedbacks on that. We've got color charts updated, so those are now on the site for it. We are going. That was kind of sort of on my list over here, but update when coming to the website. There'll be some new updates on it for there. I've got to make sure I post pictures of things and get everything on there because there's so much that we do that we're just not posting enough. I know that I'm being bad about that, and I'm looking for a little marketing assistance in that to streamline that. So I think AI is going to be a big part of that. Is helping plan out a little better or a lot better, making sure that we're posting 7 to 10 times a day across the various platforms. When you're like 7 to 10 times a day, yeah, there's someone who we post something pretty regularly, and they said I had no clue that you did this, and we've been doing this now for 4 years, 3 or 4 years on the DTF side of things. So it's like, yeah, that just goes to show where I thought maybe we were over posting, 100% not posting enough on stuff. So they reassess some things, see what we can do to kind of get in a not more. It is a more structured. As I say, kind of. No, we have to get into a more structured set of. Here's where we're going with it. One of the things that I know that I need to get better at is, it used to be that a lot of our posting was done at night. And then when this became a full-time gig, more of it moved during the day because it was posted when I was there. Well, that's what we grew our business on, was on the backs of nighttime and people at night. And so I need to get back to that. So that's something that we need to change to make it a little better for us for that. So you just figure out where your market is, figure out, what time they're online, what platforms that they're on, what groups are they visiting, how can you get in front of them more? Because otherwise, you're just throwing stuff out there. It's like a billboard, everybody can see it. You don't know if it's getting to the right people or not. So we want to make sure that we're getting our messages to the right people, that way they can come join us, whether it be in the mentorship community, the Facebook group, any of our print service that we do, any of our pop-up shops we're able to do. That was kind of when we talked, I think it was on Wednesday night, where we've got, the three sides of the business. And we've got the retail side, we've got the wholesale side, and then we've got the mentorship community. So it's three different things. So not the same thing is going to work across all three platforms. We need to create a clear goal for each one of what it wants to do, and then we can reverse engineer that. If we want to say, hey, we're going to do one pop-up shop a month, okay, how are we going to do that? That's the goal. Now let's reverse engineer that, so that way we do one of those a month for it. Going through it, maybe it's Do we get in contact with more schools? Do we get in contact with more softball, baseball organizations? Do we get in contact with the venues that are putting on things like, what are those things that the fundraisers? Whether it's a health fundraiser, whether it's awareness fundraiser, whether it's even the craft show type fundraisers. What is it? So we need to get better at that. We are in no way, shape, or form perfect, and I think there's a lot of people out there that really project like this thing on it, like this is what you need to do and this is how you do it and everything's fine. But yet when you go to look for their stuff, you never see any of those results that they're promoting that you will get by being with them, right? You don't see anybody saying, hey, thanks for helping me out with this pop-up shop. Hey, thanks for helping me out with this artwork. Hey, thanks for helping me out in making my business better. You don't see that, right? And it could be one of two things. It's not happening. That what they're doing is they're just talking and they haven't done anything, or they're not asking. They're not asking their people. I will be asking more of our people, of our customers, of our clique, our group, whatever you want to call it. Say, hey, you guys help us out with this. Let us know if you've ordered something from us. Hey, can you show it off? If we've had a good experience with this, can you let people know? So that way others know we're a real thing. We're here for it. We're able to do it because you are not going to get every customer. When you market yourself, you're just not, you don't want every customer. We had a discussion on pricing. It's been ongoing for like 3 days now about, pricing a certain product and how below market pricing is affecting the market, and how some of these people are saying, we tried that and we couldn't sustain it just because the maintenance that came along with stuff, things went down. And that's just part of it is, when you go with that flow of like, oh, well, everybody's selling their shirts at $15, so I need to sell them at 15. Well, what if that shirt costs you 15 to make? So you're making nothing. So you're working for free. You need to look at what your numbers are, and you need to make sure that what you're selling stuff for covers those numbers. Doesn't matter what Johnny down the street selling it for, because you don't know what Johnny down the street's overhead is. You don't know what it costs him to run this business. The only person that knows what it costs you to run your business is you. So make sure that you're pricing for profit. It is not a dirty word. You can price for profit, and it is okay. Every business is in business to make money. I don't know why that seems to be such a taboo thing, but isn't that the case? And when you start looking at the grand scheme of things, when people come to us, how often does somebody ask you for a price break? Hey, can you do any better on pricing? Well, they don't really do that any other place, do they? You don't go to ChickfilA and be like, dude, it's like $9 for a meal. I really think, it's $8. Like, listen, I'm going to buy 2 meals today, and I guarantee you I'm going to buy more to come. So why don't you just give me a better price now? We don't do that. We just see a price, and that's what we pay. You go to a restaurant, same thing, right? Here it is. I see the meal. I see the price. I don't be like, listen, okay, Applebee's, I know you guys aren't using the greatest quality products, so how about let's just cut this steak price in half and call it good, right? You're up on the price on it. Everything else is going to go up. So why can't, we don't do that. We don't go in anywhere and try and, get better pricing and stuff. The grocery store, you look for the coupons, you look for the deals. But as far as, going to shopping, you what the price is what you pay. So stick to your guns. All of them are sticking to their guns. Price your products for profit. What you can do is you find things that are less profitable, or things that are making more time, or things you just don't enjoy. Just don't do them, right? Hey, we've had the discussion. Slates are one of my nemesis. Yeah, I am just doing sublimation on slate. It has caused me more heartache and swear words than just about every other print method we have, besides the beginning days of DTF. I just was bad at it. I couldn't get it, and I wanted to, and I tried, and I gave up on it. I was just, for every one that was done right, 3 or 4 were done wrong, lose money. So we just don't do it anymore. Found somebody that's able to do it, and they're amazing at it. And hey, can we work out a deal on this? And I was able to make a few points off it, and perfect. We're able to work that way with it. It's just not something that I care to do. And so just because we can do everything doesn't mean we should. right? Even with us having wide format printing, with us having DTF printing, with us having UVDTF printing, with us having sublimation, with us having laser, there is so much that we still will send out to other people. And why? Workflow. Maybe we can't get it done in the timeline that they needed, but we know somebody that can. So, hey, if we're able to make a little off a pass through, we will. It's something that we're not comfortable doing. Like maybe it's a new process or something where we can do it, but we're just not sure. Where I run into it a lot is on wide format printing. There's some specialty materials that people want, and for a roll of that, could be $1,000, $2,000, and the job is only $150, $200 job. I would never make that money back unless I went ahead and focused on that. So we have a partner that, yep, they specialize in things like that. We're able to do. So, just because you can do everything doesn't mean that you should do everything. And yeah, Jerry, I'm going to try that at Chick-fil-A. I hope it works. Yeah. Jesus chicken. Come on. Just give it, just hook me up, right? Hook me up with that extra nuggety in there, right? That extra nuggy is always a good thing. Sometimes that's like a bonus nuggy. I love it. But yeah, you really have to, know your numbers, know where you're at with stuff, price for profit, and then the rest, will start coming. Then it comes down to the marketing side of things. Make sure that you are putting your products in front of the right people. Putting them in front of the wrong people, you will not get you sales. If you're somebody who, is all about hunting, and you do hunting themed things, and you do that, you're going to make sure that stuff's not promoted to somebody from the PETA side, because they don't want to see that, and they're definitely never going to buy from you, and chances are they could show up and throw some paint on you or something, right? So you just want to make sure your message is getting to the right people. Know your audience, know where they're at, push through that, and it takes a little time, because not every audience is the same. Somebody who might be looking for, let's say, baby stuff isn't the same person that may be looking for graduation stuff. Maybe eventually they will, but we know in our business that, from, birth to death, especially on the sublimation side, we got you covered, right? Birth announcements, baby onesies, baby milestones, all through that first baby stuff. Now we're going to go, through their school, where we can do stuff for, the sports teams. We can do stuff for the school spirit wear. We can do stuff for graduation. We can do stuff for engagements. We can do stuffs for weddings. We can do stuffs for birthdays. We can do stuffs for anniversaries. We can do stuff from a kid to a parent as a gift, from sibling to sibling as a gift, from a gift from a parent to a child. And then we can do, in the death, the memorial plaques and the urns and things like that. So we can cover, an entire lifespan of it. Doesn't mean those are all the same customers, right? So each, product has its own customer base. Just make sure that you're getting out there and getting it to the one. What else? Quiet group this morning. You guys are quiet. I think everybody hunkered down in the snow. Usually by now we have quite a few things going on, so I can have some more topics to discuss in there. But right now, not much. So we'll go another 3 minutes. We'll go another 3 minutes here, because that'll give us time to get set up for the mentorship call, which, like I said, is at 9:30. So make sure to get in there, and then we're talking marketing today. I've got something that we do enough of what we're doing where manually stuff. So I'm going to try and do some more stuff with AI and see if that can help me do a little better at it. And that's going to be my goal. So on Fridays, we're going to do marketing, and we're going to talk about, hey, what can we work on for the next week, and then check back in and go from there. So that's the goal. We'll see how it is. Next week, we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm still not sure on Tuesday with Todd, what we're going to do on there. I need to reach out to Bob to see if he's available for marketing on Tuesday with us. If not, we'll find something to discuss, because that's what we do. Darren says, I can plasma cut, but I shouldn't. You got it, man. But see, you bought it with the hopes and dreams of doing it. We can totally turn that around. Like, we're getting that season, right? We're coming into the spring season. We're coming into the fire pit season. We're coming to the yard decor season. I'm just saying, Darren, we could have some fun with that, right? Because you haven't sold it yet. You haven't even put it up for sale yet, have you? You keep thinking about it because you know that you still have it there to go off of it and do it. I know. I'm right there with it. I've got stuff to laser this weekend. We've got a few different We put a poll out to see which one people liked, so we're going to do a couple different variations of stuff this weekend and get those posted and listed and painted, and hopefully, get some more interest on that. But it all comes down to the paint side of things, getting, making them look pretty and putting them online for it. But we're going to get out of here. We're going to get out of here so I can start that call in 25 minutes. Remember, you can find all of our links right over here, fatdadcd.com. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and hey, I know you're watching this on replay. Team Replay, thanks for showing up. Put that in the comments here. You guys have an amazing day. We will be back Monday. Yep, Monday. Spring break week next week. So that throws my whole thing off. So peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.